Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel. Here at commaikEnglish, I would like to continue today with my slope stabilization project using Gabions. As you can see, I have already filled all my stone baskets to the 1.5 pieces up there, but the stones were all gone. Now I would simply like to slope and plant the area above. How I proceed and what I pay attention to, if you want to know, stay tuned, see you soon. In the meantime, this should be the 9th part of my series. It will be slope stabilization with Gabions. As you can see, I have been busy and have filled basket by basket with the granite stones over the last 2 months. On the left side, it spans 2 levels. Because a plateau with a greenhouse is to be created up there, the right area, specifically in this layout, will remain single row. That means the Gabion baskets with a height of 1 meter will not be further increased. The slope above must therefore be sloped, so that the soil does not slide into the stone baskets, ensuring stability. I have filled the area behind the baskets with the soil that I collected last time. Here with the excavator had been removed here. The whole area is at level 0, which is 1 meter. Were filled. However, the soil will settle over time, to lower it significantly at the moment. This way, the soil from behind does not slide into the stone baskets. To prevent soil from sliding in, use a geotextile that is water-permeable. Moisture and rainwater can pass through. However, the soil and dirt cannot. I used a guideline to very carefully measure a distance of approximately 1 meter from the Gabions. Originally, I wanted to do the whole thing in the curve that the baskets also have. They are standing in a slight curve. However, I have now transitioned to pull the whole thing linearly up to that stone basket over there in front. I will now mark out the area to the left of the string, and from the string, slope down to the level of the Gabions. Along the guideline, I will cut the grass sod, and piece by piece, to prevent the soil from sliding down, so that the soil does not fall into the baskets from above. I will place the geotextile, which you see on the right side of the image, on the baskets. The geotextile is a leftover stock. Unfortunately, I don't have any more. The soil I am using is very mixed. I think that this is not good planting soil. The soil is rather clay and quite mixed with stones and slightly more debris. Leaves and branches from shredding are also included. This will only be the substrate layer for me. The upper layer will then consist of good planting soil. Step by step, I cut the grass sod along my guideline with the spade. The larger pieces are continuously broken down with the spade, until it all just looks like what you can see here. I regularly pull my geotextile over the baskets because I don't have enough. Since it will still settle significantly, I don't need to apply any topsoil or planting soil here yet. To prevent unwanted weeds and similar growth, which I will later find difficult to remove, I will apply mulch here. We shredded the mulch ourselves last year, carefully and meticulously, by hand. I still have over 2 cubic meters of it in stock. I will extend the geotextile down and also the remaining 6 to 7 meters. As just shown, simply cut and fill with mulch. Only these areas where my conduit pipes or my water pipe are visible remains open. Later, the irrigation system is to be connected here. After about 3 hours, I am done. Along my line, I have cut the grass sod. The clumps of earth were shredded, the slope was sloped, and the soil was partially removed, partially brought back as well. This is to ensure that no weeds grow before planting. I have applied the mulch. I assume that the whole thing will settle approximately 20-30 centimeters, and the angle of the slope stabilization hopefully remains. At the moment, the soil here is still currently at the periphery of the Gabion. You can see that the geotextile has partially pulled down. You need to be careful about that. The load hanging at the back of the baskets pulls the geotextile down. When this area here is cut back by 10, 20 centimeters, and if I fill in a little more topsoil, everything will fit again. My goal is to keep the soil at this level here and ensure it remains stable over time. Heavy rainfall is forecast for the coming days. The water will compact the soil even faster and let it sink down. That just means I am done here for today. I can now focus on my plateau and distribute the remaining soil up there, and compact it with the vibrating plate. I hope I can manage to get everything done before the storm comes. Before I can start with the planting, I have to wait until the soil has settled. One idea of mine is to place large plant pots at the bottom, to cut and to place these here. There I will plant shrubs or fruit plants. In addition, I would like to cover the remaining area on the slope with gravel or creating a rock garden using granite stones. But more on that later in a new video. For today, I'm done. If you want to know how it continues, press the subscribe button and activate the bell, so you don't miss any of my new videos. At this point, thank you for watching. Until next time, ciao, and take care and stay safe.